Hello Darts Nuts, welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm reviewing a set of darts from a new brand called Real Darts, and these are the Real Darts Glitch, and it's a very nice sleek looking barrel, and it's also got a nice bit of green on. Did I ever mention green's my favourite colour? Probably haven't. I think it's about time I did. Anyway, you'll only be able to buy these from the Darts Centre, so I'll put a link up in the description for that. Let's check them out. The darts are only available in 23 gram and there is no soft tip, and the 90% tungsten, and the retail for £55. Right, so as you can see, it comes in some interesting packaging, and obviously it's called Glitch, and you've got kind of a matrix theme going on there. Little elastic band there. It's quite a strange box as well. It's got a flap there where you can open it, or you just pull that out, and it's got dense foam inlay holding everything in place. And what's this? Looks like a little sticker, holographic sticker, Real Darts, and quite a sleek looking barrel, and it's got that kind of like matrix numbering across there, and it comes with a set of medium nylon stems and a set of plain black standard shape flights. So we'll have a closer look at them now. So the dart's fitted with a black coated point, and it's quite an interesting looking dart, quite a sleek one like I mentioned earlier, and I don't really know what kind of shape you would call it. Kind of a long tapered style. You got a tapered nose, and then I would say that section there is tapered, and it kind of like flares out towards the mid and rear, and then it's almost, I wouldn't say it's like a bump, but it kind of goes wider there, and then as you can see it tapers off again towards the end of the barrel. So it may well be a nice one for rear grippers, but it's obviously for people who don't like a lot of grip, because there's not much grip along the barrel, even though it's got all these little etched binary numbers, ones and zeros. There's only a little bit of grip off them, so it's definitely for people who don't need a lot of grip, but it is quite an interesting and sleek shape, so I do like the look of it. And that green, I don't know if it's a green PVD or whether it's paint, I can't really tell. Maybe it's that PCT coating, like a green electroplated coating, but it certainly contrasts nicely against that black tie coating, so it does look an interesting barrel. And you got a little logo right on the nose there, but it may well be fine whether you're a front mid or rear gripper, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it's probably going to be a nice one for rear grippers, but again, if you don't need a lot of grip. But definitely an interesting looking dart. And there's the medium stems, and it comes with a set of plain standard flights. Right, so you got this tapered nose which has got the Real Darts logo etched onto it, and then the whole barrel has got this kind of like matrix binary code style zeros and ones etched into it, and dashes, so it's more for effect. I think it's not really meant as a grippy thing, but as you can see it contrasts nicely with the deep black colour, and that is pretty much the whole dart really. So it's more about the shape I think than the grip. So there you go, right to the end of the barrel. That's the super close look at the Real Darts Glitch. The dart's fitted with a black coated 29mm point. You've got that tapered nose which is 4mm, and then you've got a fairly long taper towards the rear, so it's starting off thin and gradually getting wider, and that's 28mm, and then you've got a taper in the opposite direction getting thinner towards the end of the barrel, and that's 16mm. Length is 48mm, widest 7mm. 23.16 grams, 23.14 grams, and 23.13 grams. Full setup, 24.81 grams. Here's the balance with nothing attached and with the supplied setup. And this is the balance with medium in between short nylon stems and standard flights. Obviously physically it's a low level grip, so 1.5, but it may depend on the individual. Some people feel grippiness from smooth barrels. Let's give them a throw and see how they go. Probably not very good at the moment because my fingers are cold and very dry, and with these being smooth or smoothish, they just seem to be sliding over the dart. But we'll try it. Well, I didn't go too bad through the air. Definitely want more grip though, but once your skin's warmed up and that and the darts are warmed up, it might be better. Can't get the flipping flight in now, and that's one of the reasons why I prefer to use all-in-ones these days. Ooh, got a treble. Ooh, got another treble. Oh, didn't get another treble, bugger. It was close. But the balance feels as if it's towards the ray, even though it kind of bulges towards the mid part where it seems to be thicker, but it almost felt like it was flying a bit flatter through the air there. Oh, that was a bit painful. Ah, treble one champion. Ah, nearly got another treble one. My hands are so cold. But it's not flying too bad. It's fairly smooth, most of the darts, and not any fishtailing or spiraling, so that's a good sign, I suppose. But it will work for a front grip, I think. But we'll see what it's like from the mid part. Now, it definitely bulges out around there, but it's not like a massive bulge, because I mean, this could be to do with my astigmatism, but for me, sometimes when I look at it, it almost looks like there's no bulge there, and other times I can see it, but I can actually feel it more than I can see it. So I'm just going to go in front of that, because I think just on the bulge is probably closer to the ray, so they're just slightly in front of it. But it's a bit hard to know where it is when you have to go by the feel. Now it does feel quite nicely balanced there, but strangely I was getting quite a lot of spin. It's unusual when there's not really a lot of grip on the barrel. I've got a treble. That one went the best out of them all. Oh, and another treble. Oh, yeah, that doesn't feel too bad there. So, like I say, I do feel as if the balance is probably going to be best for mid and rear grippers, so for the sake of trying it as usual, I'll try it right on the rear part so it kind of tapers to the end of the barrel there. A little bit fishtaily there, but that's just the first go from the race, so we'll see if I can get it going any better. That one a bit smoother. I think definitely the balance is towards the mid and rear though, so that's where you hold it, you're getting the best in terms of the balance, I think. Getting closer. Oh, that was further away. After one more try from the rear grip, it almost feels like I've got the hang of it. That's better. Oh, that was close. I couldn't see if it was in or not on top of the wire. But yeah, that's quite a nice dart actually. But it is probably more for people who don't need any grip. If you're into your smoothish barrels, then it's definitely worth a try. It could work whether you're front mid or rear gripper. I think mid and rear grippers is probably the better for the balance, but quite enjoy throwing these. And I think, like I say, like with my hands being so cold and dry, I think it'll probably get better when I've warmed up, and it'll be a lot better to throw, I think. It used to be like that with some other smooth barrels I've tried before. One of my favourites was the old Terry Jenkins ones, and they were quite nice when you got warmed up. But if you got excessively sweaty or dry skin, normally mine are just dry at the moment because they're cold. But if you like that normally, then smooth barrels are probably not going to be for you anyway, but you probably already know that. But anyone else, it's worth a look. And I think smooth barrels like this, they always have like a sleek look about them. It's just kind of nice. But I always pick darts that work for me when I want to like play some proper darts. But I just like darts anyway, any kind of darts. If it's got something quirky or different about it, I'll enjoy throwing them. Even if I can't even hit anything with them, I just enjoy the process of throwing them. And that's probably what these are going to be like for me, although I didn't do too bad with some of my front grip throws. So anyway, that's that. If you want a matrix style dart, there's the glitch. So I'll leave you with the gallery so you can have a better look at them, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy darting.